The rumors are true. Manchester United got their man, Ruben Amorim from Sporting, officially their manager.
It happened so fast. I was like, yo, were y'all already dating beforehand? Like, how quickly was this overlap? There might have been a little bit of an overlap.
Like, if you say to somebody, like, yo, I think I want a divorce, and they're like, oh, cool, hold on. Yeah, so we can't get married. You're like, who should just call?
So, obviously, Erik Ten Hag is sacked, and they got the new manager. So, Ruben Amorim, the coach of Sporting Lisbon, will be the new Manchester United manager, which I would imagine Ruud van Nistelrooy feels some type of way.
Especially since they just scored 5 goals. The first time, well, not the first time. They never scored 5 goals against a Premier League club under Erik Ten Hag.
Look at that.
And Ruud van Nistelrooy is like, I got you.
So
I got you.
Nistelrooy seems to have unlocked something. That new manager bump in that one game. Clearly, he doesn't have enough of experience for them to trust him with the club.
I mean, he was managing in Netherlands.
Yes.
So he was, but Ruben Amorim is like the hot young thing everyone's talking about.
He's like the new baddie that is got all the Instagram followers or whatever.
She's new in school.
So look, and look, but the resume alone is impressive. He won Sporting Lisbon their title, the first title in 19 years.
2 in a row. And it had always been Benfica Porto. All of a sudden, Sporting Club de Portugal comes up twice.
So it's so impressive to say the least. So he's a young manager. He's 39 years old. I think for Manchester United, this feels like a maybe going in a different direction, going in a way like maybe this is
it's the trend of the Premier League.
Sure,
you got Fabian Hurstler over at Brighton. He's 31 years old.
It's gonna be children soon managing these clubs.
Bro, the U18. Which one of y'all know anything about tactics? Get up there.
You're pretty good at EAFC. You got this job. So I'm not necessarily like skeptical or anything. It's just look. It doesn't matter who they hired, whoever it was gonna be. I'm like, all right, you ready for what's gonna come at you? It's gonna be a lot.
See, and this is my question. Okay, tactically amazing. Plays a 3-4-3. Really exciting. Victor Gyökeres, which is his striker at Sporting Club, went from he was at Coventry City in the Championship, scored 22 goals in 50 matches. The next season, he goes to Sporting Club de Portugal under Ruben Amorim. And his tactics, he scores 43 in 50 games. That's 1 goal away from doubling the number.
Yeah.
That's a lot of goals across all competitions. 22 was already good. We're like, yo, you're pretty good. He had 43. So if he could do that with him, what could he possibly do with a Rasmus Højlund? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would imagine, like if he could even give a third of that kind of improvement, that would be tremendous.
Anthony scored 3 goals last season. Can he get that to 6? Can he work the magic?
Wow, worth all of the 70 million
for that excitement
we spent on him. So I'm going into this with some optimism.
Hold on. What's the one thing that I think for us, we've talked about a couple times, that we don't think Erik Ten Hag really handled well over and over and over again? The media.
Yeah, that was an issue.
It was a rough one, right?
Yeah.
How is this guy going to handle the media? That's the big question.
I don't. Given that maybe that he is, look, the assumption is he's younger. Maybe he's has a TikTok account. Maybe he's paying attention to what the Mark Goldbridges are saying.
He's not going to boomer it up.
He's not going to boomer it up. He's going to maybe have fun with it. Maybe not, because there was a little. Ten Hag has a little bit of the like. Biden delusion kind of, where you're like, what are you, I'm not sure you should be leading us sometimes. Sometimes you're like, okay, this guy, dark Brandon or whatever. But there's something, there was a little bit of delusion with like this, it's part of the process, and it's always part of the process. It's like, y'all just lost. Why is it part of the process?
The match that he lost against West Ham, right? It was West Ham?
Yeah, recently,
where in that he lost his job because essentially this was the straw that broke the camel's back. In that post-game conference, they asked him like, "Oh, rough game." He's like, "What are you talking about? It's the best game we played all season."
Yeah.
And that's
the
delusion you're talking about.
That can't be the approach. So anything different.
Yeah, you can't tell your lady, no, I took the garbage out. This is other garbage.
This is other garbage. Yeah. This is a compilation of other garbage.
Yeah.
No.
I made all the meals we made last week. I made it again when you weren't looking.
Look, I smashed the garbage down to the bottom. So now this is new garbage on top.
It's like compressed. You know, I'm trying to save the planet. I don't know what you're doing. How many of these plastic bags are we going to use before you realize our children's future?
That's all right. See, like just the Erik Ten Hag gaslight approach is not the way to do it. So,
or is it?
The resume is there. I think maybe even also having a Portuguese coach and your captain being Portuguese as well. Maybe there's something there that he can
Casemiro's Portuguese.
I mean, that goal from Casemiro.
Oh my God, where was that when Erik Ten Hag was like, damn son,
well, you couldn't do that last week.
Wow, I could have used you against West Ham.
So this is I think a bold approach from Manchester United to go with this younger manager.
It's an approach for the future as well.
Yes, and it seems like, look, this is the hot young upstart that is making waves. He's playing, in Champions League,
and he's not a manager. It's not official yet, but the feeling is he's going to be a head coach because he's not going to be making all the decisions. He's going to have a committee with him. Other smart people in the room.
Okay, I mean, smart people and Manchester United usually don't go hand in hand.
They're trying to take that up. Ineos is like, I know, I got you.
Okay. So look, shout out to Man U. Hopefully better days are ahead. And as always, shout out to everybody watching on OneFootball. You can subscribe to the Cooligans YouTube channel as well if you want more incredible takes like these. So in the description, just hit the Cooligans and subscribe there as well. Peace, everybody.